9 celebrities who almost became priests or nuns. 1. Tom Cruise wasn't always a Scientologist. He actually attended a seminary school. A Catholic priest convinced Tom it would be a good idea. Tom was going to become a priest, but one night he stole booze from the monks and got drunk. He was immediately kicked out. 2. Martin Scorsese wanted to be a priest, but got bored. Scorsese joined a seminary at 14. He was a devout Catholic who saw it as a good career. However, Martin soon realized he couldn't be a priest. His imagination would always run wild. So he dropped out and enrolled in the NYU Film School. 3. Gabriel Byrne was certain he had a vocation. Byrne was raised Catholic in Dublin, Ireland. He was educated by the Irish Christian Brothers. He spent 5 years in a seminary, training to be a priest.
I suppose it was assumed that you had a vocation. I have realized subsequently that I didn't have one at all. I don't believe in God.
4. Dan Aykroyd went from Catholic to UFO enthusiast. Aykroyd went to a Catholic school in Canada. The priests almost convinced him to become one of them.
I did the whole anti-authority trip though.
He later admitted,
Getting drunk, taking girls back to the dorm. I used to sneak out in commando gear to watch the drive-in.
Unsurprisingly, he was asked to leave. Aykroyd became a prominent UFO believer. 5. John Woo really wanted to be a priest. Woo grew up in Hong Kong's housing projects. His family was aided by a local church. The church allowed Woo to attend school there. Naturally, he wanted to become a priest, but
one priest, who I really admired, told me I was too free-spirited and artistic to become a priest. I was devastated, but deep down I knew he was right.
6. Dolores Hart became a nun after meeting Pope John XXIII. Dolores Hart played Elvis Presley's love interest in Loving You. She went on to star in 9 movies in the next 5 years. One of her roles was Saint Clare in Francis of Assisi. While filming in Italy, Dolores met the Pope. She told him,
I am Dolores Hart, the actress playing Claire.
John XXIII replied,
No, you are Saint Clare of Assisi.
This impressed Dolores so much she left her fiancé. She joined a convent and never returned to the screen. 7. Anjelica Huston studied to be a nun. Huston grew up in Ireland. She attended a convent school.
I was a bit of a peculiarity because my father, who was an atheist, told the nuns I was not to be indoctrinated, but I longed to be indoctrinated. I'd put my mother's old tutus on my head and pretend I was at my first communion. When I was 6, I told my father I wanted to be a nun. He said, That's wonderful, honey. When are you going to start?
Huston soon grew out of her dream. 8. Andrea Jaeger became a servant of God after retiring from sports. Jaeger had a brief but very successful tennis career. At 16, she ranked 2nd female pro tennis player in the world. She defeated almost all of the top-ranked players of her time. But Jaeger's career was cut short by a couple of shoulder injuries. At 19, she retired and went on to study theology. Since then, she's devoted herself to charitable work.
My first service is to God,
she says. 9. Anne Hathaway's brother changed her convictions. Hathaway was raised Roman Catholic.
I thought about becoming a nun for a while,
She said in an interview. Then her older brother came out as gay. The entire Hathaway family converted to Episcopalianism.
Why should I support an organization that has a limited view of my beloved brother?